Good morning, students. Today we will again continue with the same topic, coordinate geometry. Now we'll start with the exercise 21b. Till first 6 questions we have already covered in the first video. Now in this, today we'll cover question number 7 onwards. So now see, again question number 7 is y is equals to x. So first step of solving the graphs is either you have to make y as a subject or x as a subject. Choice is yours. So now in this question we can see here y is equals to x. So here y is already a subject. So what we will do, we will pick up any 3 values, or you can take 4 values also, but minimum required values for making this table is 3. So we'll pick up the 3 values of x and we'll get the value of y. So the 3 values could be of your choice. It could be positive, negative or decimal, any value you can take. So I am taking x, I am taking as 0, 1 or minus 1. So if I'll put it in this equation, when y is equals to x, when x is 0, the y will also be 0. If x is 1, y will also be 1. If x is minus 1, y will also be a minus 1. So you will make the table and minimum 3 values you have to pick up. So after that we will plot these points now on the graph paper. Graph paper in the board, children, you will get the 2 centimeter blocks graph paper. Till class 8 you have done the small blocks. That small blocks was of 1 centimeter. So 1 unit is equals to 1 centimeter. There we consider. If you are not getting 2 centimeter graph paper, then practice on the 1 centimeter, but preferably according to the board will suggest you to practice on the 2 centimeter. Here the scale, I have taken this complete 2 centimeter. This 2 centimeter is equals to 1 unit. Okay, so write on the scale. I have divided the graph paper. Again, the horizontal axis is known as x-axis and vertical axis is known as y-axis. Once the right side of x-axis is positive, left is negative, top of the y-axis is a positive, the bottom is negative. The origin is the meeting point of both x and y, where the value of x and y both are 0. Now see, in the question we have picked up the first value is 0, so y is also 0. So this value is 0 and 0, that is origin. Second is 1, x is 1, y is 1. We'll plot it here, x1, y1. Similarly, x minus 1, y minus 1. So, x1 and minus 1 here. This one, x is minus 1, y is also minus 1. Now, what we have to use scale to join these points. Even for drawing x-axis and y-axis also, you have to use scale for joining. Now, with the help of scale, you will join these 3 points and we will see that we will get this graph. On the line you have to put arrows at the end of line and you have to write down the equation y is equals to x on that line. Okay, so this is the graph of y is equals to x-axis. Now we will move to the question number 10. Here also see, the question is y is equals to 3x plus 2. First step, to make either x as a subject or y as a subject. Choice is yours. So in this question already y is a subject. So we will pick the values of x of our choice. Okay. So calculation of the values you can do it in the rough portion also, but the table you have to make it on the sheet. Now here again in question number 10, y is equals to 3x plus 2. So we'll pick up the 3, y is already a subject. So we will pick up any 3 values of x of our own choice. So I'm taking x is 0, minus 1 and the next value 1. When we'll put here x is equals to 0, the y value will be 2. This calculation part you can do it in the rough, but the table you have to show it nicely. When x is minus 1, y will be 3 into minus 1 is minus 3, minus 3 plus 2 is minus 1. When x is 1, y will be 3 into 1, 3, 3 plus 2 is 5. Now we will plot these points on the graph paper. Now x is 0, y is 2. So they have given the value of y, that is 2. That means this point will lie on y-axis, where x value is always 0. X is minus 1, y is also minus 1. So the meeting point of both is this point. So minus 1 and minus 1. And the last point is x is 1, y is 5. This is the last 1 and 5. So now with the help of scale, we'll join all the 3 points, and this is the graph of this equation. Put arrows at the end of line and write down here y is equals to 3x plus 2. So in this way you can make the graph of any equation. Next question is question number 13. Question number 13 is draw the graph of the equation 2x plus y is equals to 6 and find the coordinates of the point where the graph meet the coordinate axis. So we have to draw the graph and we have to check this line where it meets the coordinate axis. Coordinate axis means x-axis and y-axis. As I already told you, the x-axis and y-axis are known as coordinate axis. So first step, we will make either x as a subject or y as a subject. So here I am making y as a subject, that is 6 minus 2x. So we will make a table and we will pick any 3 values. Minimum values you have to take 3. So first I am taking, let x is 2. So 6 minus 2 into 2. So 6 minus 4 is 2. So x is 2, y is also 2. If I will take x1, y will be, similarly y will be 4. If I am taking x3, y will be 0 because 6 minus 6, that is 0. Now we will plot these points on the graph paper. So on the graph paper, first point is x is 2, y is also 2. Second, x is 1, y is 4. That is here 1 and 4. And the third point is x3, y 0. Now x value is 3, that is on x-axis, because on x-axis the value of y is always 0. So the 3, 0 will lie on x-axis. Now what we will do, we will join all the 3 points and draw a line with the help of scale. Put arrows at the end of line. So this is the graph of the line. Write down the equation of line on this. 2x plus y is equals to 6. Now we have to see where this graph meets the coordinate axis. Now children, you can see this graph is touching x-axis, but for y-axis what we have to do, we have to extend our y-axis, and at this point is 5, this is 6, and we have to extend this line and we will check where it meets the y-axis. Now put the arrows here. Now we will see this line is touching both x-axis also and y-axis also. So the second part of the question is find the coordinates of the point where the graph meets the coordinate axis. So first point is 3, 0 where this line touch x-axis, and on y-axis this graph is meeting at a point 0 and 6. So we have to give this answer separately, that on x-axis it meets at 3, 0 and on y-axis it meets at 0, 6. So these two answers you have to write down separately because the marks are separate for this part. Okay. Now children, we will move to the next type of the question in which the two equations are given together and we have to solve both the equations simultaneously on the graph paper. So the question is, solve the simultaneous equation graphically. The equations are x plus y is equals to 1 and 3x plus 2y is equals to 6. So the first step is we have to make either x or a y as a subject. Choice is yours. So y is equals to 1 minus x. We will make a table in which minimum 3 values are required. Okay, minimum you have to take 3 values. So let x is 0, 1 and minus 1. If I'll take x0, y will be 1. If I'll take x is equals to 1, y will be 0. If I'll take x is equals to minus 1, y will be 2. Now the second equation is 3x plus 2y is equals to 6. Again I am making y as a subject. Y is equals to 6 minus 3x upon 2. So again we will take minimum 3 values. Let x is 0. If I'll take x 0, the value of y is 6 minus 3 into 0 upon 2, that is 3. This calculation work, you can do it on the rough also. If I'll take x is 2, y will be 0. If I'll take x is 1, y is 1.5. Now we will plot both the equations on a graph paper, and remember children, you have to draw the graph on the single graph paper. It's not that you have to draw both the equations on the different graph papers. So see the graph now. The first point is, for first equation, first point is 0 and 1. X is 0, y is 1. That is on y axis. Second is 1 and 0. X is 1, y is 0. So that this point will be on x axis. Next point is x is minus 1, y is 2. So here x is minus 1 at 2. Now we will join these points and we will extend the line also. Put arrows at the end of line and write down the equation of line y is equals to 1 minus x. Now we will plot the points of the second equation. First point is x is 0, y is 3. So this point again it lies on y-axis 0 and 3. Second is 2, 0. That point will be on x-axis. And the last point is 1 and 1.5. X is 1, y is 1.5. Now see, 1.5 is exact the middle values. You can see, you can count the small divisions which is given from 1 to 2. So exact middle value, this is 1.5. We will see where it meets here. 1 and 1.5. So this point is 1, 1.5. Now what we will do, we will again join these 3 points. And we have to extend the line and we can check where these both points meet. Put arrows at the end of line, and children, please remember, you have to use scale to join these points. Write down the equation of line, that is 3x plus 2y is equals to 6. Now we can see both the lines intersect at this point. So this point is 4, minus 3. This is the solution of these two equations. So here we write down separately point of intersection. Point of intersection is 4, minus 3. In the question, whether they ask for point of intersection or whether they don't ask, you have to mention point of intersection always, because 1 mark is for your point of intersection of both the lines. One more question of similar type, that is question number 19. Here also 2 pair of equations are given and we have to solve both the equations graphically. So first equation is 2x plus 3y is equals to 2. So I am making y as a subject, 2 minus 2x upon 3. Again make a table, picked up minimum 3 values. Okay, so if I will take x as 1, so 2 minus 2 into 1 upon 3, that will be 0 upon 3 means 0. If I will take x is minus 2, it becomes 2 plus 4 upon 3, that is 6 upon 3, that is 2. Similarly, if I will take x 4, y will be minus 2. Now second equation is x minus 2y is equals to 8. So here I am making x as a subject, so it will be 8 plus 2y. So children, while making a table, you have to be very careful that in this case we are supposing the values of y. So we have to put in the column of y, not in x. Okay. So if I'll take x, if I'll take y is minus 4, it will be 8 plus 2 into minus 4, that is 8 minus 8 is 0. X will be 0. if I'll take y value is minus 3, then x will be 8 minus 6, that will be 2. Similarly, if I'll take y value is minus 2, x will be 4. So these are the values. Now we have to plot these values on the graph paper. So we'll come to the graph. So first equation, that is 2x plus 3y is equals to 2. Their points are, first point was 1 and 0. X is 1, y is 0. Second is x is minus 2, y is 2. This point. Third point is x is 4, y is minus 2. 4 and minus 2 will be here on the fourth quadrant. Now we will join all the 3 points with the help of scale, and we'll write down the equation of line also. 2x plus 3y is equals to 2. Now we'll come to the second equation points, that is x is 0, y is minus 4. So x is 0, y is minus 4 is here. 0 and minus 4. Second is x is 2, y is minus 3. 2 and minus 3. Third was 4 and minus 2, that we have already plotted, as this point has come in the first equation also. So join all the 3 points and write down the equation of line also. X minus 2y is equals to 8. And we can see that now both the lines are intersecting at a point 4 comma minus 2. So we have to write down here separately, the point of intersection is 4 comma minus 2. So children, today you will practice all the questions of exercise 21B, which is based on today's video. Thank you.